Yes, next repetition structures I'm going to record. How many of you joined, students? Only 20. Okay, right, I'm starting now. Completed switch case. Switch case. Loop control statements. Next, a loop control statements. What is a loop? Loop is defined as block of statements which are repeatedly executed for a certain number of times. Loop is a block of statement which are repeatedly executed for certain number of times. Depends on the test condition. Depends on the number of test condition. If test condition is true, then block of statements are executed again and again. Repeatedly, they are executed until the condition becomes false. Test condition becomes false. Right? The C language supports 3 types of loop control statements. First one is while loop. Second one, do while loop. Third one is for loop. While loop, do while, for loop. Right? Yeah. We discussed 4 selection structures, control structures. This is loop control structures. Right? See, while loop. What is while loop? Is repeated, repeats a statement until the test at the top returns false. While condition, see the syntax. While condition. See the condition. Right? The simplest of all the looping structures in C is the while statement. The simplest these among these 3, right? The basic format of the while statement is given is right. While condition syntax. The basic format is nothing but syntax. While condition in the within the flower brackets, statements and other statements. The condition test condition, that is test condition is true, statements get executed. Right? See, the while is an entry control loop statement. While is an entry control loop statement. The test condition is evaluated, and if the condition is true, then the body of the loop is executed. Students, are you getting? How many of you joined? Right? Still 28 only. Huh? It's okay. The while condition is entry controls loop statement. The test condition is evaluated, and if the condition is true, then the body of the loop is executed. After execution of the body, the test condition is once again evaluated. After executing the body of the block of the statements or the body of the loop, the test condition is once again evaluated, and if it is true, then the body is executed once again. This process of the repeated execution of the body continues until the test condition becomes finally false. The control is transferred out of the loop. Once it is false, the control is transferred out of the loop, then other statements will be executed. The body of the loop may have 1 or more statements. If there is only 1 statement, no need to write the curly brackets. That's flower brackets. You may write, you may not write. More than 2 or more than 2 statements, then you need to write the flower brackets. The body contains the 2 or more statements. You need to write flower brackets. What is the flowchart for the while? What is the flowchart for? See, flowchart. Entry. The test condition, diamond box. Test condition is true. Then statements get executed and the loop is repeated. Again, it goes to the entry. Again, condition is checked. Again, it is true. Statements get executed. Then again, loop is repeated until the test condition becomes false finally. Right? Then loop control transfer to the out of the loop. Then other statements get executed. This is while loop. Right? Students, are you understanding? Entry.
Yes, sir.
Condition is true. Statements get executed. If the condition is true, statements get executed. The loop is repeated until many times, many number of times. Depends on the condition. Once the condition is false, then statements loop is exited, other statements get executed, right? Control transfer to the other statement out of the loop. This one. Example program. Write a program to print the numbers from 1 to 10 using the while loop. Write a program to print the numbers from 1 to 10. Yeah, I'll execute and show. Can I explain this? First, you see, in the A equal to 1, forget about CLRSR. This is Windows. Forget about this. No need in compiler or Linux. No need to write. CLRSR function is for clearing the window whenever you are executing this. While A is less than or equal to 10, the condition printf percentage A value will be printed. Every time A will be incremented in the loop only. If A equal A plus 1 or A plus plus also you can write. Statement that changes the value of the condition. Condition will be changed. Otherwise, same condition will be there. Printf personally A equal to A plus 1. Again, no need. I will execute this one. I will show the using that. Can I remove this? Already have taken this one. Switch case example. Arithmetic operations. Right? While loop. Int I. Right? Int I equals to 1. Variable I'm taking. Int I equals 1. Right? While condition I'm taking. While I is less than or equals to 10. I is less than or equal to 10, loop is repeated. Right? While loop, then take the flower brackets. Right? Printf. Compile the integers one. Take the tab space between the numbers. I value. But in the first iteration, I equal to 1, while I less than 1. I equal to 1, 1 less than or equal to 10, then printf 1 will be displayed. But if you do not change the suppose same thing I'll execute. 1 will be displayed 10 times. See. Sorry, I is not incremented, not 10 times. I is always less than, that is loop is right. So it is unlimited. That's infinite. Right? See, loop is unlimited. Always I is less than or equal to 10. That's why you change the loop, it will condition will be changed. I equals to I plus 1. Second iteration, I equal to 2. Now after printing 1, I equal to 1. I equal to 1 plus 1, 2. 2 is less than or equal to 2. Second iteration, then 2 will be printed. Then I is equal to I plus 2. 2 plus 1, 3. I plus 1, 2. I equal to I plus 1, that is 2 plus 1, 3. 3 will be displayed. 10 అయ్యేంత వరకు ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. తర్వాత 11 అయింది అనుకోండి. 11 less than or equal to condition fails, then loop exists. That's it. Right? If you want to write printf exited. Loop exited, I'm writing. Just you don't want this, but I'm writing for loop exited once the condition is false. Oh, semicolon, I forgot semicolon. Syntax. Then once the 10 completed, loop exited. That's it. You don't want this? Want to only 10 numbers, display the 10 numbers. Very simple, 10 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 10 numbers will be displayed. Simple C program, while loop program. right? This is the right. Then write a program to print numbers in reverse order from 1 to 10 with a difference of 2. See this program, students. Write a program to print the numbers in reverse. Right? Write a program to print the numbers in reverse order, 10, 8, like that. Because difference 2 means first number to be printed is 10. Because we are taking the 10. 10 to 2. 10 to 2. So that's why you take k equal to 10. Initially, number equal to 10. While k greater than or equal to 2. Whenever k is greater than or equal to 2, all the numbers will be displayed. Otherwise, whenever it becomes 0, loop exits. 10 minus 2. That is k minus 2. That's it. Same in the same program, I like to. Friends, how many of you joined? Now join. Again 39. You are joining only for attendance. See, suppose I equal to 10. 10 to, what's the program? Display the numbers in reverse order. Then 10 to 2. The difference is 2. 2 means 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, like this. Now I equals to I minus 2. If you write I equals to I minus 2. Equal to I minus 2. Right? But condition, you should change the condition. Condition should be I is greater than or equals to 2, 10. Sorry, 2. I greater than or equal to 10. 2 and or because condition is changed. I greater than or equal to. See. That's it. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. If you give that, this is 1, all the numbers will be printed 10, 9, 8, like that. Up to 2 only. Up to 2. Because 2, whenever it is greater than, I is greater than or 2 only, it is displayed. Once it is less than, loop exits. That's it. Next program. Write a program to print the sum of the digits of any number. Sum of the digits. I will explain. Sum of the digits of any number. Sum of the digits of any number. Yeah. Sum of the digits of any number. Mathematically, if you know perfectly, sum of the digits of any number. Suppose if a 4-digit number, 2543. This is a number. I want to take the sum of all the digits. How can you add? In general, sum of the mathematically 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3. Or you can take the reverse order, 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 2. What is the answer? 7 plus 12, 14. Answer is 14. Right? Answer is 14. You can calculate the sum. But in mathematically, we can do. But how you can using the C program? First, take the remainder. First, if it is a number n, this is n. N number, take the remainder first in the loop. N equals to this one. Right? Yeah. N equals 1. N equals to, sorry, R equals remainder. You take one remainder. R equals to n percentile 10. N percentile 10 means, what is the result? What is R value? Any one of your students, whenever you divide n by 10, what is the result? Remainder. N percentile 10. What is the meaning of percentile? Modulo division. Please respond, any one of you. N percentile 10. What is the meaning of that? Are you there, students? Am I audible? Students.
4, sir.
Yeah. What is that? N percentile 10 amma. N percentile 10 ante. Suppose 21
remainder, sir.
Percentile 10 and enta? 10 to ja 20, remainder 1. Percentile means 10. 21 by 10 ante? Answer is 2. Quotient will take by 10. 21 percentile 10 and you take the remainder. Here also, n percentile is 2543. What is that? You will get remainder 3. Now you take the sum equals to one value, s equals to sum equals to 0 initially. Now sum of the digits here, sum equals to sum plus that remainder. That's it. Now initially, what is the first step? Sum equals to 0 plus 3 we got in the first iteration. Well, next n value will be changed. N value will be remove this digit and next n value will be n value 2543. 2543. But n value will be changed. N by 10. What is the result? Now n equal to n by 10. You should take the quotient from the 2543. In the first iteration, what is the value? N equals to n by 10. What is the meaning of this? Quotient you take 2543 divided by 10, take the quotient. Remove the last digit. That is n equals to in the second iteration 254. This is n personal 10 is it gives last digit. N equal to n by 10, it removes the last digit. You do same thing like this, repeat the process until 4 times. But condition should be every time n greater than 0. N greater than 0. Otherwise, you can't do it. See. How can you execute this program? Right? Right, see. How can we execute this program? See this. See this. Take the one number from the keyboard. Take one number from the keyboard. Right? Yes. Sum equal 0, remainder n value. Take this. Initially, take the int, take some values. Int take one n value. Right? And also sum equals to 0 initial, otherwise you get the garbage value. Sum is 0. You take the some remainder, rem, remainder. That's it. Take the variables. Now, printf, you want to get any number from the keyboard and printf, enter any number. It is a number only, any number from the keyboard. That's it. Next, scanf. Scanf, percentile D, ampersand of n. I take from the keyboard. Next condition, while n greater than or equals to or n greater than n greater than 0. 0 akante ekkunnansepu you can execute. N greater than 0. What are the statements we have written in the Jamboard? Always find the remainder. Remainder should be n personal 10. Find the remainder. Remainder ni sum add chestu velandi. Every time change the n value. Right? Right. Remainder equals to n percentile 10. You will get the remainder. That is the last digit you can get from the remainder. Then sum equals to that sum value plus that remainder value. Sum is initially 0 and the remainder. But every time n should be changed. N equals to n by 10. Simply you can take n by equals to 10 also you can write. Also, this is also you can't change this one. Then what is the value? After 4 iterations. Now finally printf. Right? Printf, sum of digits of percentile D of the number I am taking percentile D. But what is that? N. But n value will be 0. That's why is percentile D backslash n. That is n, comma, sum. First percentile is for n, but n will be 0. That's why you take one more variable. I will execute this first. I will show you sum of the digits. Sum of the digits of percentile is percentage. Sum of the n digits. N digits, how many have taken? Have taken. That's why if you get 0, see this. Yeah, enter any number. 2543. I've taken same number. First iteration 3 will be added to. Finally, n becomes 0. See, sum of the digits of 0, but n becomes 0. That's why you change. You take the one more number n1, and before while loop, store the n value into n1. Then only you can get the. Now you take this is n1. N1. That is n1 is same 2543 only. If you take then n will become 0 finally after executing 4 iterations. Enter any number 2453 or 2543, whatever. 2453. Now see, sum of digits of 2453 is initially in the previous మనం ఇక్కడ n పెట్టినప్పుడు 0 వచ్చింది, ఇక్కడ ఈ 0 is but 0 n becomes 0. But n1 is always n1 మనం ఏం మాడిఫై చేయాలి, n ఇక్కడ లూప్ లో వాడాం కాబట్టి that becomes 0. Now 245. Sum of the digits of 2453 is 14. Right? Sum of the squares also you can do same like. Right? Same. Enter any number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Sum of the digits is 10. Sum of the squares. Correct. Sum of the digits. Sum of the squares of digits. Sum of the squares of the digits. Huh? Sum of the squares of the digits is what? How can you get remainder? Just to multiply once again the remainder. That's it. Sum of the squares. Whatever remainder we got 3. Suppose 4. Last digit is 4. 4 square 16. Then 16 will be added to that number. See. Sum of the squares of n numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Sum of the squares of n digits. Yeah, add 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 square plus 3 square plus 2 square. What is that number? Sum of the squares. 4 square plus 16 plus 9, 25. 25 plus 4, 29 plus 1, 30. Answer will be sum of the digits. Sum of the squares. Right? Sum of the. We write this. Squares of the digits. The digits of that number is this one. You can write like this. Now you can sum of the cubes also you can calculate. Again added 25 now. Right? The 55. 25. Added 30 to 25. 30 plus 25 is 55. Sum of the cubes of the n numbers, digits. Sum of the cubes of the digits is, again you write the remainder. Once again multiply the remainder. Sum of the cubes of the digits. Sum of the cubes of the digits is cubes. Instead of writing squares, write the cubes. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the number? 64 plus 27 plus 8 plus 1. 9. 9 plus 64. 73. 73 plus 27. 100. 100. You got that? Sum of the cubes of the digits is, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 is 100. You got it. Students, are you able to understanding? Huh? Able to understand? Are you getting? N storage ante I am using this n1 here. The number also displaying here. That's why I am using n1. Otherwise, if you use n, that will be 0 after executing this while loop. Right? Remainder, to get the remainder, n percentile 10. Right? Okay, understood? Right. Next, using while loop. One more program. Write a program to count the binary number to convert the binary number to decimal number. How to convert, students, binary to decimal? You should know the mathematics. Then only you can implement in C language or C++ or Java or any Python, whatever the language you can implement in according to their syntax, right? Now it's difficult. Binary number to decimal number. Students, how to convert binary number to decimal number? Binary to decimal, mathematics. I already explained in one class. Binary to decimal, decimal to binary. These two programs are very important. Binary to decimal. How can you convert? Right? Binary to decimal. How can you convert? Students. Right? Binary number. You take any binary number. Suppose this is 5. 5 equals to 0, 1, 4-digit bit. 0, 1, 0, 1. 1 plus 4, 5. How can you convert binary into decimal? This is binary. It should get 5. 2 power 0. This is 2 power 0 into 1 plus 2 power 1 into 0. That will be, this will be 0. 2 power 2, 2 power 3. So 0 into 2 power 3 plus 1 into 2 square plus 0 into 2 power 1 plus 1 into 2 power 0. We can convert like this. So 0 plus 4 plus 0 plus 1. This is 5. But this is. So conversion. Binary decimal. What you have done first? In the mathematical, what are same? Binary. You take the binary number. N is the binary number. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Right? First you divide by 10. Whatever. N percentile. Take the remainder. Same. N percentile 10 equals to. It gives N R equals to last bit. Last bit. You multiply. Sum. You take the sum equals to 0. Summation I have taken every time. But then to multiply 2 power 0, 2 power I like that. I equals, you take I equals initially 0. Use the power function, or you can without the power function also you can. Sum equals to sum plus power of 2 comma I. Initially I equal 0. Power of 2 power I means you multiply. Sorry, sum equal to sum plus power of I into remainder. Remainder to multiply. Remainder is 1. 1 into this 1 into 2 power 0. The first iteration, 2 power 0. Because I equal to 0 I have taken. 2 power 0. This meaning of this is power of x comma y means find the x power y value. That's it. Right? 2 power 0. But I equal to 0, no? 2 power 0. First iteration. Sum is 0 plus power of 2 power 0. That is 1 into R value is 1 in the first iteration because we got this 1. Right? Next iteration. Again, n equals to n by 10 also you should take because n value will be, next n value will be 0, 1, 0. You remove this one. Quotient, you will get the quotient. Right? Quotient. N value. These 3 steps are needed to execute this. That's it. Right? But I should be increment. I equal to I plus 1. Otherwise, we will get same digit one. We will multiply with only same digit. That's why I will be I plus 1. Next time I equal to 1. 2 power 1. 2 power 1 into this 0. Next 2 power 2. I will be 2 in the loop. I will write. Okay, understood this one? Take same. Sum equal to 0. Remainder equal to 0. N is, you take the binary number. Right, guys? They convert as decimal number. Binary to decimal. Sum. Remainder is same. Print enter any binary number. You can write your own, any program once you understood. Right? Binary number also integer only I am taking. I'm taking binary number. Any binary number. No need to store. Binary equals to n is store because finally you want to display B1. We are storing binary number into initially because finally B1 will be changed. N will be B will be always 0. Then only you can write. So initially remainder equals to B by 10. b by 10. Sum equals to, to take one more variable, I, to power we are using by I equals initially 0, right? B by 10, remainder. Sum equal to remainder into power of 2 comma I, power of 2 comma I, right? Initially 0. Now n equal n plus 10. But every time I should be incremented. I plus plus also you can write. What is the meaning of I plus plus? I equal to I plus 1. You can write this one also. How can you write this one? N by equals to 10. Can we write like this? Both are same. N equal to n plus 1 or n equal to n by 10. And both are same. N equals to n by 10 or n by equals 10. You can write. Otherwise, if you want, write like this only. N equals to. What is n? There is no n. This is b. Sorry. B equals to b by 10. We converted, no? B by 10. B equal b by 10. We dividing this. Every time b will be the quotient we are taking. Okay? Printf sum of the cubes. So, sorry, this remove this. Binary number. First, what we also display the binary number. Binary number equals to percentile d. Right? Equivalent decimal number. Decimal number. Decimal number equals to percentage. This is B1. This equals to. Remove this sum. Sorry, decimal number heading instead of sum. Decimal number equals to 0. Sorry, they remove the sum because we are taking decimal number instead of. This is nothing but the decimal number. Decimal equals to decimal plus, not sum. Decimal plus remainder into power of it. For our convenient, sum is this. We are converting to binary to decimal. Right? I equal to I plus 1 or I plus plus. Both are same. B equal to B1, comma D. Understood, students? Right, see. Oh. Yeah, you got the error. Why? Students, any one of you? We got the error. Compiler తెలియదు. What is POW? POW. Scan a printf తెలుసు ఎందుకంటే
math.h use చేయాలి.
Excellent, excellent. Who is that? Who is that? Person number?
69.
69. Okay, you joined first person. Right. Okay. Very good. That is because of this. Scanf printf అంటే ఇక్కడ మనం stdio dot ఇచ్చాం కాబట్టి standard input output header file we have given that standard input output library function stores the scanf printf functions. But compiler can understand. But we have not given math.h because that stores the all these mathematical functions. Power, square root, sin x, cos x, any mathematical function it stores that. Include math.h. That is math.h will store the all the mathematical functions. Power is a mathematical function. Now you'll get. Now compiler can understand. Again we got this. Any mistake? Integer binary remainder equal 0. BDR. ఏమన్నా యూజ్ చేసామా మోర్ దెన్ దట్? B1 ఇచ్చాం మనం. B1 అనేది ఒకటి ఇచ్చాం, దానికి డిక్లేర్ చేయాలి, పేరు పెట్టలేదు, దానికి పేరు పెట్టకుండా ఇచ్చాం. దట్స్ వై గెటింగ్ B1. Any mistakes you have done? Decimal value B1 include Oh,
Sir,
ఇక్కడ
in
equal-
decimal number percentage D.
అవును బైనరీ నెంబర్ కూడా డెసిమల్ నెంబర్ ఇస్తున్నాం మనం. డి అంటే ఇంటీజర్, సారీ ఇంటీజర్ ఇస్తున్నాం. డెసిమల్ కూడా ఇంటీజరే. ఇక్కడ ఈక్వల్ పడేది.
Last లో sir, last లో printf లో binary number is percentage D అన్నారు.
3% ఇచ్చానా? బైనరీ నెంబర్ ఈక్వల్ పర్సెంట్, డెసిమల్ ఈక్వల్ పర్సెంట్. అచ్చా, ఇది ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇచ్చాం మనం, 3% ఇచ్చాం. 3% ఇచ్చాము ఇక్కడ, 2 వేరియబుల్స్ ఇచ్చాం. దట్స్ రాంగ్, సింటాక్స్ రాంగ్. Now, binary number equal percent, decimal number equal percentile, right? You'll get. Yes. Enter any binary number. 0, 1, 0, 1. Same number will you. Now equivalent binary number also it displays binary number equal to 1, 0, 1 because we have given 0. Leftmost digit it can't take. Decimal number equal to 5. You give one more number. Right? 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. What's the value of equivalent value? 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 16, 22 naina. Check cheyandi. 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2 plus 2 power 3. 2 power 4. 16 plus 4 plus 2. You'll get the 22. Binary number equal to 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Decimal number equal to 22. This is from binary to decimal. I will remove this. Program to convert from binary to decimal number. Vice versa, can you solve? Can you write the program? Program to convert from binary to decimal number. I want to get binary, decimal to binary. How can you do? Right? Decimal to binary, students. Once you understood the logic, now then you can write the C program or C plus whatever. Right? Right? Understood this program? All of you. Any doubt? In the month, 44 only. Okay. How many have understood? Any doubt in this program? I used a power function. The decimal to binary. This is a program to convert from binary to decimal. I want decimal to binary. Right? Decimal number to binary. Just how can you modify? Decimal to binary. Just I will explain the Jamboard. Decimal to binary. Decimal to binary, take one number, decimal number. Decimal number equal to suppose 12. I want to convert 12 as the binary. What will you do? Right? Divide 12 by what is that number? Binary number. 2 6 are remainder 0. 2 3 are remainder 0. 2 1 are remainder 1. Right? 2 0 are remainder 1. So every time digit is left shifted to answer is 12 equals to 1 1 0 0. Right? So first bit we got is 0. That is shifted as a first bit. Right? Right, students? Getting or not? Whenever you divide 1 1 0 0, we write that bottom to top. All the digits are multiplied with 10. These digits, whatever digits we got. Then, right? You'll get the answer. Decimal to binary. How can you convert? You try this program. Otherwise, I'll explain the next class. I'll take tomorrow or day after tomorrow one extra class. We missed the on last Friday. I'll explain this. Next. You convert this binary to the decimal program. You write your own. Any one of you write and share me in WhatsApp. If you write, if you get executed, right? Okay. Next, this is about binary to decimal. We have done decimal to binary. Solve the program, write the program, and execute. Without power function, also you can do like this. I will share the notes. Without power function, POW, you take one variable. J also takes extra variable. Multiply with that number. That is, you take the j equal to j by 2 every time. Instead of taking p of 2 power 5, j will be multiplied by 2 every time. That's it. 2 power 0, 2 power 1. Again into 2. 2 power 0 into 2. That is 2 power 1. 2 power 0 into 2 power 1 into again 2. That is 2 power 2. Like that. You'll get. If you use the other one more variable j. Right? Next, do while loop. This is very similar to the while loop, except that the test occurs at the end of the loop of the body. Same, do while. See the syntax. Do right. In the while loop, the test condition is checked first. Then, if condition is true, body of the loop is evaluated. Then, here, first execute first time, then test the condition. See. While condition, do statements, while expression is condition. Condition is false also. First time will be statements get executed one time. At least one time statements get executed. In the while loop, condition is checked 10 times. You have taken I less than or equal to 10. Condition is tested 10 times. Condition is tested 10 times. 10 times true. 10 times body of the loop is executed. 11th time condition is false. So n plus 1 times condition is checked. Condition is tested. N plus 1 times, if there are n plus 1 times condition is checked, n times body of the loop is executed. Remember, students, in the Viva or in some competitive exams, these questions are asked. N plus 1 times condition is checked. Suppose 5 times condition is checked. 4 times true, 5th time it is failed. How many times body of the loop is executed? Students, how many number of times body is executed? I will explain. See, in this while condition, the while syntax is like this. I'm writing while test condition body of the loop other statements. Remember, forget them. After exiting from the other statements, right? Do while, first to do means first execute. Do body of the loop. Then condition is checked. While, this is while loop. Do while, test condition. Semicolon is needed, but not for while. While, for, I, if condition. Don't write semicolon. If you write semicolon, it terminates. That's it. It can't execute other statements. You write statements. While it should be tested, you should write the semicolon. First to do body of the loop is printed one time. First time. One time condition is checked. Here. Condition is checked. Condition checking. Execution. This is execution. One time. 2 times. One time true. Again one time false. Right? 2 times executed. One time true, one time. So equal number of times condition is checked, equal number of times body is executed. So n times body of the loop is executed, n times it is checked. In this n times, n minus 1 times true, 1 time false. Students, are you getting? In this while loop, while condition, n times condition is checked, in this n minus 1 times true, 1 time false. Suppose n minus 1 times true, but 1 time 1 minus n minus 1 times only executed the body of the loop. 1 time fail, that's it. So n times if you check, n minus 1 times only body of the loop is executed. 1 time it is fail, body of the loop is not. But here n times it is checked, n times body of the loop is executed. Both, because one extra at least 1 times body of the loop is executed without checking the condition. Right? First executed, then check. You see this. Yeah. Same program you can write. Same program while do. If you write this condition, you write to do, you write the condition, but should write the semicolon. Right. Condition should be checked later on once you execute this. Yeah, nothing will. Right, binary 1, 1, 1, 1. 4 times 1, 1, 1. It will be. If you write 0 also. Write 0, 1, 4 times 1, 1, 1. That is 15. 15 binary value. Right? 4 times 1, 1, 1. 0. This 30. Because 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 8, 16. That is 30. Right? But nothing is there. We executed first and then tested the condition. Checked the test condition. This is the difference. You can write any. Right? Whiles are both, but syllabus according to syllabus you need to type while, do while. These are the loop test, loop control statements. Next one more is for loop. We'll discuss for loop in the next class because time is only 6 minutes left. Otherwise, I will see some programs in using the do while. The do while set do statements while express semicolon is must. This is very important, but not for any while or for loop or if condition, if else. Don't write a semicolon. If you write, it terminates. But here execute the statements. Then test condition is checked. Then write the termination semicolon. Right? See this flow chart for this entry. Statements get executed. The condition expression is nothing but test condition. Condition is true. Then again it goes to execute the first time condition is true. 2 times body of the loop is executed. Right? 3 times condition is true. 4 times body of the loop is executed. Right? Remember like this. Other statements. See, one more program. Write a program to print the numbers from 1 to 10 using the same program. We have printed 10 numbers using while condition. While I less than or equals to 10. But in this do while, do print a personal same program. While I less than or equal to 10, all that 10 numbers will be displayed. Do while. Do is first, while is after the loop. You write a program, convert the digits of in any number. Count the number digits in any number. Count the digits in any number. If you have taken sum of the digits, squares of the digits of any number, cubes of the digits of any number, have done the programs, have written the programs. But here count the digits, same. Do while. N greater than 0, you can using while also you can do. Do while also you can do. Right, students? Can I execute this program? Right? Count. It's a simple program. I will execute. Number of digits percent. Can I remove this? Right, students? Using do while, using while, you can write. Okay, copy it. Students, copy this one. 36. Now you are joining slowly. Count the number of digits. Right? Int n count. Count, that's it. Printf enter any number, right? Enter any number. Next, scanf. Similarly, % of n. Right? Now, do n equals to n percentile. N percentile. Right?
డూ సార్ అంటే D0 రాశారు.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
డూ సార్
I will get error. Do. Yes. N equal to n by 10. One digit will be calculated. Now count. COU. Count plus plus. Count equal to count plus 1. Initially take the count equal to 0. Otherwise you will get the garbage value. Finally, printf. Sorry. Condition is checked now. While n greater than 0. While greater than 0, semicolon, which is master. Printf. Number of digits equals to percentile D, right? What is the count? They're counting number of digits. Right? See, while is after do while. I use that you do while. Yes, count is initially 0. Right. Yeah, enter any number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any? 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. 5 digits. Number of digits equal 5. That's it. Right? Do while. You can use while also. While n greater than 0, then that's it. That's it. You can write. No need to write semicolon. Do while or while. Count is 0. N equal n by 10. Every time divide. You are taking dividing means we are getting one digit we are removing. That's it. Right? If you take instead of this n percentile 10, you need to take the remainder also. If you get at this one also, okay, we'll see whether you are getting or not. You're not getting percentile. If you take percentile, you are not getting. Then will be 0. You're not getting. So you need to divide by. So you need to take n by 10. Divide by 10. Every time we take the quotient, we will be quotient. We take the quotient. Whenever it becomes 0, every time it is counting. Number digit, one digit like this. Okay, students. Otherwise, r equal to 0, r greater than or equal to 0 also you can take. Remainder becomes 0. Instead of taking r value, you can get same. Both are same. Understood, students? I hope you are understanding.
Yes, sir.
Right? Enter the attendance in the chat box and also parallelly, I'm taking the attendance. Please give me.